This here is the beginning of your trip at the Circle K Ranch, which is located right on Route 241 in South Annville. The Circle K Ranch has 90 acres. All that you'll be seeing on the camera belongs to the Circle K Ranch. We'll start our journey up the driveway, which is a quarter of a mile up. This here is the farmhouse at the Circle K Ranch, and the addition that you see to the left is the bathroom for boarders. You'll be seeing that very shortly. This here is the top of the driveway, and we're now looking out. And as far as you can see is the Circle K for your best friend. This here is the very small paddock where we do the feeding, trimming, horseshoeing, and etc. We will now take a small journey over so you can be able to see what your bathroom would be like, and then down to the creek and up to the hill. On the other side of the trees you see there is an enormously large ring. We're now walking our way up over gradually to the addition of the house, which has the horse boarders' bathroom. Now that that's completed, we'll now head over across the trees down at the bottom that you're seeing there and up the hill to the ring. We put the ring up there purposely so that you would be able to work with your horse without the other horses being nearby and interfering. On our way there, we are passing by the Blue Water Trough and about 3 to 4 paddocks that are 2 to 2.5 acres in size. And the property goes all the way up to the houses that you see, and all the way over to the mountain and part way up to into the mountain. We have now arrived at the ring, and it is quite enormous. And we have barrels, and we'll be putting other things up at your request so that you can ride your horse around the barrels or over jumps or just simply ride them. If at any time you would like us to come for a 20-minute horseback ride, you can ride all around this property that you're viewing now without any problem whatsoever. We're now looking back at the farmhouse and barn where we just came from. We'll leave the ring at this time and head over directly to a small opening in the forest here, going up the hill. All the way up to the top of the mountain, we have bulldozed, and my neighbor has bulldozed, and knocked down trees so that you have a very nice path to horseback riding. This is the beginning of the trail that leads to the top of the mountain. This is one access to over 70 plus trails that you can go to from the Circle K. You do not need to put your horse in a trailer and haul it somewhere, because we have over 70 plus trails, including Rails to Trails, which is right near our property, 8 minutes away by horseback riding. So a nice path has been made. You can see we moved away the trees and heavy rocks. And in addition to that, we have marked the trees so that you can be able to see exactly where the trail is. As we acquire more horses and get up to somewhere between 13 and 15 horses, this rather large ring will then be enclosed with indoor lighting. We'll start in the beginning with putting a roof over it, and then probably the following year or two the sides. And we will make every endeavor to make it heated as well. We are now sitting on top of a small crest, and we're about a third of the way back. Again, another short view of the Circle K Ranch. We'll now leave and go into some of the paddocks and go to the far east end, which is by the houses there, and that's a good half a mile away. We're now in one of the paddocks that's about 2 acres in size, and there's the water trough. And you can tell that the horses like to hang out here whenever they can because there's not as much grass, but that's only for a quarter of an acre. We've just viewed over here about 7 paddocks that are 2 acres or larger. What you see here is the hay hut, and we have a lumen shed for a run-in, as well as the one right here that I'm standing next to. And it's a nice size run-in shed. It's not a very small little thing at all. This is the tractor with the manure splitter, and this is the manure pit, and the horse trailer and the hog. We are planning to build an additional barn here down where the horse trailer is. We'll simply move the horse trailer down further, and that'll house all the heavy equipment so that all of the hay can be stored in the barn. We are now at the east end, looking back a good quarter mile, half mile at least, to the barn. And this is one of the paddocks that is more than 2.5 acres in size. And we are still at the east end, showing you another 1 or 2 more paddocks that are 2 to 3 acres in size. And as you can see, there's nothing but lovely grass for the horses to enjoy and plenty of room to romp around in, which most places do not have. Plus, we have the 70 trails, and that's only part of it. If you ride in a different direction, there's another 15 to 20 trails. Alrighty, let us start to go back. This here is the paddock in which, when you bring your friend here to board, this is one of 3 paddocks, as you might be able to see, where they're quarantined for a period of about 2 weeks. And they have full access to shelter and to water. I feel that to be quarantined, they should have at least 2 acres or more to romp around on and to have good grass to eat, in addition to other nutrients that you would like us to serve them. We do everything. The hay is free. We do the feeding. Let them out. They can romp with the other horses or stay separate. It's a whole list. All you have to do is pick and choose, and we're glad to be able to take care of it for you. So with that to do, and knowing that how well my wife and I will take care of the horses, and we also have tight security, we have cameras placed in many different spots around the property, and it is recorded on a daily basis, 24/7. So we'd like you and encourage you to please give us a call. My cell number is 717-507-6769. And all that you're looking at is the Circle K for you and your best friend. We have friendly boarders. They're willing to help you, communicate with you, and they email each other when they want to go horseback riding. And on every Sunday, even during the winter and snow, they come out at 1 o'clock to go horseback riding. So look forward to hearing from you, and happy trails.